Wow, hello, welcome to Family Woman TV. If you're meeting me, this is Family Woman, and today I'll be talking about how to be a supportive spouse or partner. And I want us to look at the various ingredients that can help us to build the kind of support system that our spouses will be proud of. Subscribe to Family Woman TV if you love my content here on YouTube. And I promise to be bringing you excellent content as regards your family, marriage, and relationship. So I discovered in one of my counseling sections that we need to talk about being a supportive partner. We need to talk about support. How can we support our partners? How can we be a more supportive spouse or partners to our loved ones? It is a very, very important topic of discourse. And I found out that so many people don't even know how they can be supportive to their spouses. They don't even know what they have to do.
So I decided to make this video in order to help us understand and know the perfect ways we can become very supportive. And I had some things jotted down in my phone. That is why I'm using my phone to read out so I don't forget anything.
Okay, so let's hop in. The number one way you can start to become a more supportive spouse to your partner is by listening to him or her, developing the ability, the listening ear. See, you cannot be a supportive spouse without having the ability or the virtue to listen. And most times your spouses are faced with a lot of difficulties. For example, your husband goes out there to hustle, your wife goes out there to hustle, or maybe she's caught up with so much stress, caring for the family, taking care of the kids and all that. So you find out that when you come back home, it is a time for you to mingle, it's a time for you to discuss your problems. So the very most important virtue that you should cultivate as a good partner is to have a listening ear or listening ability. When your spouse tells you, look at what I'm passing through, listen. You have to listen, you have to understand their feelings. They are human beings, for crying out loud. They have feelings, they have problems, they have issues, they have challenges. So it is very, very important for you as a loved one to develop a listening ear. Then the next thing you have to be to become a more supportive spouse is to make sacrifices and compromises for the family. This is very, very important. If you want your home to blossom, if you want your home to thrive, you have to learn how to do what? Make compromises. Arrive at a win-win agreement with your spouse. When you do this, you are helping your spouse to be happy. Actually, because you are making compromises for the family, you are making sacrifices, huge sacrifices. When you make these huge sacrifices, you are being a strong support system to your spouse. Let me tell you this. When I was doing my master's, I just finished giving birth. That was the time I was writing my dissertation. Okay, and I remember most times I'll be very weak and tired. So even breastfeeding mother, and as a new mother, most times in the night when I have some things to write and maybe some necessary corrections I have to do, according to the guidance from my supervisor, I would already talk about it to my husband that maybe I would like to do this thing, but I'm so stressed up. And he'll be like, don't worry, I'll wake you up in the night. And he does that. My guy will wake me up and I will be like, babe, what do we do? Have you made the necessary corrections? I will be like, no, babe, I'm so tired. I can't do it right now. He will encourage me. Oh yeah, come, let me hold the system for you. Can I read out some things for you? Then how do I do it? He would by just waking me up, by just talking about, by reminding me that I have this assignment to do, it's a very huge support. Okay, so when he does that, remember he's already making a huge sacrifice because the following day he has to get to work. He has his business to take care of and he needs that midnight rest. But because he understands that he has to be a great support system to his wife, who is writing her dissertation and has a little baby to take care of, he has to at certain points to wake me up and help me. And even when the baby is awake, he also tries as much as possible to take care of the baby. Most times he'll be like, oh baby, extra the express the breast milk, let me feed the baby. And he does that for me at ease. And that is a great support. Okay. Then another way you can also support your spouse is to be emotionally available. Yes, most times when you give birth, I also remember when I just gave birth, especially that first pregnancy and the first child I had so many, I was flowing with so much swings of emotions here and there. Even as a pregnant woman, I went through so much emotional wreckage. You would just be going from swinging from one emotions to the other because of the pregnancy hormone. Okay? So I remember at certain points in time when I even start crying for nothing. Nothing actually is supposed to make me to cry. But my husband will be like, "Baby, why are you crying?" I'll be like, "I don't even understand myself. I don't even know why I'm crying." You find out that he will be, what's the problem? He would like to support me, talk to me, encourage me with words why I'm carrying a beautiful one in my tummy and that I need to be strong for my baby and so many other things. So this is the way you can be a strong support system to your spouse, by being emotionally available. People go through so many things, people go through a lot of challenges. So being emotionally available, it's for you to always understand their feelings and try to support them with words, especially when the person is emotionally down or depressed as a result of one problem or the other. Then too, as a woman, your husband might be going through some financial challenges and you need to talk to that person. You also need to lend a helping hand. Assuming you have the finance to do that, you can support his business so that, or his career, or any project you are carrying out in the family, and this can go a long way to help your husband to be happy. You are emotionally available because you understand the play of emotions at that particular time. Physical affection that you have to show for physically. When your husband is about to leave the house, you can peck him, you can peck him, you can peck your wife. This is the way you can encourage her physically, because they're showing forth physical affection, and this affection goes a long way in making them have a nice day. Yes, because when you remember the words of love that your wife told you before leaving the house, it makes you so happy and you actually want to be with her. You are now building emotional connection as a result of the physical affection that she showed you before you left the house. So try as much as possible to leave a physical affection and impression on your loved one on a daily basis, because it's a huge support you can give the person, and the person will never forget you throughout the day. Then the next way you can show a huge support to your spouse is by pushing him or her to be better and also praising him or her. Be the big pusher. Be the person that will always encourage your spouse to push forward, to navigate through the streams of success and to make a successful end. Be a huge support system. Be the kind of person that will always push your husband to achieving great things, push your wife to achieving great things. And when that person does or achieves great things, please be there to cheer him or her up. Happiness that will radiate through your mind when it's coming from a loved one, when someone is actually complimenting you. I remember when I made this new hair, my husband saw me and was like, "Wow, babe, this hair is so beautiful. And I love you with this hair. You look so beautiful on this hair." That is a huge compliment, and I can never forget it in a long while. So this is the way you can give a support system to your wife. And you know what happens? Immediately you compliment a woman, you have also encouraged her to be more. Yes, that is the secret. You have encouraged her to be more. You have encouraged her to go all out to do those things that she knows that can make you happy. Another way you can be a good support system to your spouse is by giving him or her advice. Give him advice, give him a dose of reality, talk to him, understand what he likes, compliment him, talk to him or her at interval to build their dose of confidence. Try to always be a huge encouragement to him or her. Understand their challenges, understand what they're passing through, understand the ways and manners. You can talk to them, you can provide solutions. Be a solution provider to your spouse. Yes, especially when the person is passing through hard times in business, in career, in health, in any other sphere of life. Try as much as possible to be a huge support system. Be the person, be a solution provider. Look for ways you can make this person, this man, to be a happy person, a happy man. Once again, always try as much as possible to cheer him up when he achieves great feat. That is a very huge way you can become a great support system to your spouse. I have been able to give you the tips that you can actually utilize in making yourself to be a huge support system to your spouse. And finally, like I will always say, pray for your spouse. Go down on your knees on a daily basis to thank God for the person you have as a spouse. It is very, very important when you pray for them, you have spiritually also supported them, because your prayers count so much. Your prayers can go a long way in making your spouse what he or she is today or will become in the future. So as a wife, you have a covenant seal in your mouth. When you proclaim words, positive words into the life of your husband, it will go a long way in lifting him to a different level. So it's also applicable to the wife When the husband goes down and blesses you, men, you will go places. So it is very, very important for you to pray for your spouse. If you find my contents valuable, please subscribe to Family Woman TV as I come your way next time. Thank you.